Something is killing people, and the government is hiding the truth in our national parks all over the world. And in today's episode, specifically in Africa. In fact, while Africa is home to some of the most frightening and dangerous animals on Earth, it's the ones that are being hidden that terrify you. The ones encountered in these horrific, terrifying, and oftentimes violent face-to-face situations. And in today's video, the things I'm going to share with you will chill you to the bone. It will quiet. Today's episode, and where's my God no. No, I'm being hacked by a photo of the Pella group. They're taking over the show. Just kidding. In March of 2003, the residents of the African country of Malawi just went about their day as they usually would, going to work, buying, selling, trading, and just living their life like anybody would. But Ziri, a woman living in one of these many villages, began going about her nightly routine. And so one this evening, she was finished cooking dinner for her family, and they were just having a conversation when she noticed the strange tapping on the window. And so she would look over, and she would see that it was one of her neighbors, Akello, who was frantically trying to get her attention. And she noticed he looked very upset and very worried. And so Ziri rushes over to the window and begins talking to him. And without hesitation, Akello just quickly told her that he doesn't have time to talk to her. She needs to come outside now. It's very serious. And so now she's very concerned and very curious. And so she tells her maybe she goes right back. And so Ziri quickly grabs a flashlight and she heads out into the darkness of the night. And so as she gets out there, Akello's like, I need to show you something. Please follow me. And as the two approach Akello's house, she notices that all the lights were off and it was completely silent. Now, before Ziri could even ask what was wrong, Akello would just point to the woods on the other side of his house. And both Ziri and Akello could both hear what they would describe as a strange growling kind of noise. And it sounded like a hyena, but it was different. It was this deeper, more guttural. It was very visceral. And they're both just thinking like, what on earth is that? I mean, this just had a different quality to it altogether. Now, Akello had begun telling Ziri that his family had been visited by this strange beast at night, and that it had actually been trying to break into his home. And Akello was very frightened for his family. I mean, he didn't know what he could possibly do to protect them from this very village. However, during the course of their investigation, they didn't really find anything, despite all the noise they heard in the night, which made it sound like this large hyena was very close. And whatever it was, all the villagers were very frightened by it, because apparently it tried to break into a villa's house was not the first person. In fact, it had already tried to break into several other houses, and worse things had already happened. And so, as it got later in the night, their search turned up quickly with detectives in Missouri, having a long day ahead of her, bidding Jello farewell and went home to her family. Now, the following morning, and so when she opened it, she was and what's worse is that it was very close. And as a matter of fact, there had been another search party that reinforced the neighbor's section down to the shreds. And the following morning, Siri would also hear about one of the other mothers in the village who was mourning the loss of her toddler, who also fell victim to the same beast. Several more men who normally patrol the village were also attacked and devoured. And in the wake of these horrific attacks, the killings were so brutal. Hey, sir, you have a phone? Give it 20 billion coins. 20 billion? That's crazy. Brutal. That law enforcement, gatekeepers, and military was worse. This village was the only place that this beast was sighted. To review it, armed guards had been patrolling all around the perimeter of these areas, ensuring the safety of around 4,000 citizens. And after a short amount of time, it seemed like the attacks and killings would stop altogether, and Zuri, along with the citizens of the villages, felt like they were some sense of peace, all while never forgetting the ones they lost to this horrific beast. Now, whatever this creature was, became infamously dubbed the Malawi Timber Beast. Now, those who had encountered this and were fortunate enough to survive were either too terrified to talk about it or describe it in vivid, horrific detail. I mean, these men would describe it being similar to a hyena, but its limbs were longer and it was just more vicious and it looked different. In fact, one of these soldiers who was attacked by it and had his nose and ears ripped off described how it literally pulled the entrails out of a fellow soldier and then crushed his skull in front of him. Another soldier also reported about how he came into contact with what he described as a very large rabid hyena that tore his lips off and blinded him. He was able to escape his life, but just barely. Now, it was during this time in Malawi that a total of 19 presidents had been attacked, and unfortunately, there were also a handful of deaths. Now, what I find very interesting about this particular case is that prior to these series of attacks, in August of the year prior, a very similar beast had been spotted in the same area and had taken the lives of 5 residents as well as maybe 20 before being killed. Now, here's where it gets really creepy. Once it had been disposed of, the Malawi government, Fish and Game, all of that, they had swooped in, confiscated the body. And while it's unclear if this was some rabid, oversized hyena or if it was something else entirely. However, some claim that it was the spirit of a regular hyena back for vengeance. But going by what some of the survivors say who actually came into contact with this thing, well, the truth sounds far more terrifying. And I think there's a reason the Malawi government is so public. I think it's safe to say that there's something awry going around the national parks of Malawi. This thing is probably waiting in the shadows to grab somebody. Unfortunately, the identity of the Malawi terror beast remains a mystery. Why do we all fear spiders? Well, most of us do. And trust me, if I see one of them in my house, bam, your butt is either getting tossed outside or, well, I'm sorry to say this to all of you arachnid lovers out there, but yes, I don't let them survive in my house. But that's not what this section is about. At least not entirely. I want to tell you about a legitimate reason why you should probably be afraid of spiders. But to understand it all, we actually need to go back. You see, in the 1890s, Arthur John Symes, a missionary worker, was working at his location as a around the Congo. Now, being a missionary is not exactly easy work, and so he was just praying away, visiting several villages and locations and preaching the gospel. And it was during this time period, as he had been traveling in the dense jungle, that he had a chance to talk to many tribes. And so he got basically integrated into their society and learn about their way of life, their beliefs. And during this process, he had befriended several tribal guides, and he began sharing stories of his life. Each time he began swapping stories and information on traveling to the Congo and just things you should do to avoid danger and where to be safe, what to be safe. Now, what's really interesting is that several of his tribal guides began to join John in very large
That definitely would not be my idea of a great Saturday night.
and more terrifying is that they
I absolutely hate
now,
spiders.
of course, being
Unless there's somebody in the room more afraid of spiders than I am, which usually isn't very likely, but in the off chance there is, then I'm okay, right? But if not, I'm hooked.
My beautiful viewers already know what's going to come. And so Arthur would continue his travel, continued to do missionary work, but at some point, several of the men he was traveling with found themselves stuck in a strange, thick, semi-transparent substance that was woven into these large sets of trees. Now, completely off-putting and confused by thinking this was just some elaborate trap set up by another tribe, Arthur rushed in to their aid and realized this wasn't just a trap. Well, it was a trap, but not set up by another tribe. Arthur then made a horrifying realization. This was an extremely strong spider web. And in fact, it was so powerful that these grown adult men were struggling to free themselves.
Grown adult men were struggling to get out of this spider web. Wow. And it goes to show these freaking spiders must have been humongous. At least a foot to 2 feet, maybe 3 feet. But who knows? In the Congo, who knows? I'm sure lots of that hasn't been discovered yet.
Immediately upon getting bit, that part of his body was swelling and began to feel sick as and after the spiders were dead, he was successful in freeing his companions, but was beginning to feel really sick, like deathly sick. And so he urged his companions that he needed to go to a nearby village now. Something's really wrong. He's really sick and being ill. Now, fortunately, he was able to stumble his way into a nearby village right around Lake Nyassa. And as his fever and body aches continued to worsen, it was after that he explained to the village what had taken place. And so they basically informed him the worst news you possibly could, that he was now on his deathbed and didn't really have time. Now, as he struggled in his last days, he slipped into a coma where his heart was final. Arthur face to face with the spider that leads this lines naturally burrows through the ground. You know, I don't know about how it is, but I'm pretty sure there's such a thing as tunnel spiders, that this particular spider hides and burrows in the ground. Now, even more is that the locals also brought several people to the spider, children, great warriors, visitors, and I guess it's commonly known that these things will here and other, well, I would say larger animals, but yes. And remember that the second largest tropical rainforest with over 500 species. As mindful as this is, it's also based in unexplored ecosystem. Now,
Alright, this one here is almost done.
But wait, there's more. Well, Arthur's story is probably one of the most notable Sherlock Holmes stories, but it's not the only one. In 1938, R.K. Roy was driving his car in his life. He thought could have been a monkey or possibly a cat. I mean, he wasn't exactly sure what it was because of the
Nice and
distance that he was
smooth.
at. But it was large enough that it looked small. He couldn't really make it out. And then he began to get closer and realized it was worse than he could imagine. It was a sight, and as he saw it, he had this terrifying realization and a nightmare. Each of its 8 legs bent 20 feet. Yeah, no thanks. He was able to quickly avoid the spider and never saw it again. Or at least that's how the story goes. Now, fast forward to more recent years, and a famous cryptozoologist by the name of decided to take an expedition to the Congo in search of one of Africa's more famous dinosaur-like foods, the one more commonly known as the Mokele Mbembe. Now, interestingly, it was during this same expedition that many of the tribes in the area, including the Bigo ID, and they knew of such a thing as a giant spider. The guys they didn't shake their head like they had what he was talking about. They didn't tell him it was just superstition or that it didn't exist. They didn't stop it. It was crazy. They all knew exactly what he was talking about and began warning him that certain areas of the and if you do, well, you better be careful. To be completely honest, they will eat you. In the process, they even begin to tell him what these things look like. That they are supposed to be color
Oh, here's that heating pad, Mom.
and horrifically, they actually
That heating pad's in here. Yep.
5 feet in length, and that these things actually will use a layer made of leaves, very similar in shape and size and style to that of a
If you
traditional
need it
tree.
anyways.
They will then create these circular webbing.
Do you need it or no? Okay, that goes in by the sink.
They are extremely dangerous and very venomous. Now, fortunately for us, while they were once a common sight in the jungle years and years ago, it seems that now sightings are a lot rare. So does that mean they've gone into hiding, or is something else preying on these things? Unfortunately, the mystery of giant spiders in the jungle, specifically Jabba fofi, remains. Wildlife expert and environmentalist Eric Patterson was in South Africa, focusing a lot of his time and energy just studying the elephants in the National Forest. Now, real quick, I just want to mention to you that, interestingly, the National elephant herds, for whatever reason, have significantly reduced in population from the century. And the thing is, nobody really knows why, and now today they are actually believed to be extinct. But Eric was one of these several wildlife experts there doing research and collecting reports that would possibly suggest that they're not extinct. And they've actually started to make it. Now, I don't remember Eric actually having a conversation with and during their conversation that he told Eric that there were actually began to tell him about something that was forest, area saw something that was just so unusual for them that they were clearly shaking. So this group of tourists who've been traveling to the National Forest and they were doing so. Now these German tourists were taken aback by this because these were very large, hairy ape men walking around, and as they got closer to the vehicle, these things, and they just dart off and vanish into the foliage. And after deciding, the tourists were shocked, and as they made their way back to the hotel, they also began a conversation with one of them. You can see times to recognize a baboon when they saw one, and this clearly was very different than a baboon. Of course, Gareth really wasn't sure what to think of these second-hand stories, but he didn't find it interesting, but it wasn't convincing. However, fast forward to a couple of months later, he was meeting up with a animal scientist in the forestry department in Illinois. And we're there that there's clearly more than meets the eye. Talking about work like they usually did, and in the course of their conversation, the scientist asked Gareth if he had ever seen furry upright walking the scientist that he hadn't, but immediately walking back to the story that had been shared with him all those months ago. And so the scientist began to elaborate to Gareth that in the past couple of years alone, they received several reports from different forestry workers having sighted so shocking that this is clearly an unidentified animal. Scientist, someone who's supposed to be rational thinking, in addition to critical thinking, they too accepted the fact that this. But despite what Gareth has explained thus far, he's still thinking the notion is complete nonsense. That something like this had to have been a misidentification. It simply could not exist. It was just impossible from a biological standpoint. Also, as Justin Bieber says, I've never seen evidence of our anyway, as for Gareth, he would eventually come around. A short time later, Gareth would strike up a conversation with one of his neighbors, and during the course of their conversation, his neighbor had brought up the topic of that one of his colleagues actually had seen as a child while on their parents' layover. Now at this point, Gareth is thinking, okay, maybe there really is something going on here, but maybe I should investigate that. And so after asking his number, the information was exchanged, and shortly thereafter, Gareth was able to speak with this witness on the phone. Now, it was during this phone conversation that Gareth would learn that this man and his brother were with their parents during a Sunday drive in the hills north of the Nice Forest. And of course, they're cruising around, and they were in this little Annie, which turned out to be this was a typical driving setup with front, big brother, sack, nothing happening or anything going on. And as they were driving around on the hill, both of the brothers saw something that was described as covered in reddish hair and walking in the legs across the brush, and then it just vanished altogether. Completely shocked by what he had just witnessed, he quickly looked over at his brother for validation and realized his brother's eyes and mouth were wide open in shock. And they instantly both knew that this was not a hallucination. They both saw the same thing. And of course, like how most parents react because parents are jerks, when the brothers tried to tell their parents about what they saw, they simply blew it off, saying that they had just simply seen a baboon, nothing to see here, it was completely nothing. Now, I want to make a note here that this eyewitness here was speaking to had lived in this area his career life. He just suggested it was a bathroom. It's like they know what a bathroom looks like. And so after this phone conversation, Gareth really began to take this whole deep and things a lot more serious. And as a matter of fact, he would actually embark on a little personal quest to try and dig up more sightings around the area. And so he went to other local officials who also patrol on the same area in Geisna, asking them if they had seen anything resembling a large hairy comet. Now, interestingly, Gareth had a conversation with these men on the forest car by the name of Now, I want to quickly mention here that when Gareth struck up the conversation and asked him this question, he made no mention of anything that would remotely hint at a hairy hominid or an ape-man or anything like that. And his response to Gareth was, I quote, "Not I myself, Gareth, but in the past, the people who have been animal here." Now, clearly, there's something more going on here than even Gareth could realize or admit. However, Gareth was still not satisfied with the information he already had. He had to deeper. Now, eventually, he would come in contact with an older woman. direct descendant of the Southern Kings indigenous Sandy. And she also happened to be full of information about the area's history and culture, which she shared with him. And this is when she really begins to build things to Garrett about just what they are and more importantly, yes, they exist. She began to tell Garrett that there are a lot like elephants, but in fact that they live in solitude and secrets. And when I was to tell Garrett how just like elephants, they're also curious about things, and that she was about to watch one for roughly 15 minutes waiting. As you can imagine, Garrett was probably mind blown with what she had to say, and so she began explaining to Garrett that during the course of what he thinks was way, she had done and come for bed, and so she began to sit down her office. And at this point, the night outside was very quiet, it was peaceful, which is why when she heard this faint noise, it stood out quite a bit. And so after hearing the strange noise that she couldn't discern, she was very curious and decided to go over and follow it and see if she could find out what it was, because it sounded like something very large moving just outside the kitchen door. However, the family dog was not beginning to growl and it was crazy. At this point, Mrs. Jordan is thinking, what the heck is happening to my dog? And so she glances out the kitchen door, but couldn't really see anything. So she goes towards the cabinet where she keeps her flashlight, and as soon as she turned her flashlight on and began looking out the window, she didn't notice anything out of the ordinary. And so she just simply shook her head and back and thinking that was just nothing. And so more time had passed, and Mrs. Jordan began feeling pretty tired, and so she just yawned and put her knitting tools down and got up and got ready to go to bed. Now as she's doing this, she begins to hear the dog howling again, and this time the dog's right at the kitchen door, and agitated. And so she looked over and she could see that the hair on her dog is now standing quite dead. Now, as anybody would be, this made her extremely curious and a little unsettled. And so she walked over there, grabbed her flashlight, returned to the same window of the sink. And as you can all imagine, looking out this window, there was something outside this time. She immediately noticed this broad-shouldered, muscular man-like figure that was standing right next to her vegetable patch, and it began to shift its upper torso to the left and to the right as it was trying to avoid the light. I was trying to see what was behind the painting. And this went on for several minutes until one day it cocked its head towards the road and then took off. Now, Mrs. Jordan was simply taken aback by it, and she was shaken. She had never seen anything move with such grace and swiftness before in her life. And from what she could make of this thing, it was very large and was easily 7 feet tall, if not larger. Now, after it disappeared, she just kind of kept sweeping the beam of the flashlight back and forth across the yard, hoping there might be another one, or maybe it would come back, but there were still no signs of it anywhere. And so she wanted to step outside to see if maybe there was more. As she did so, it was just horrific foul odor that she just simply had to go back inside. As you can imagine, she didn't exactly smell this thing. However, the following day, while tending her garden, specifically the tomato plants that were right where this thing was standing, she found clear footprints on this thing. And that, my friends, was her check made for aha moment that proved that she didn't just dream this or hallucinate this. It was very, very real. And so she would reveal to Garrett that these things have a name, and they are commonly referred to as otang. Now, as if you probably haven't already guessed, an otang is basically what we know in North America as Bigfoot. Well, they're not exactly the same thing, but they are some sort of like interesting. According to many of the eyewitnesses in Africa, these beings are responsible for the night. But despite all I told you about the otang already, Garrett's story does not end there, folks. It gets a little hairy. Now, sometime after all this took place, Garrett picked it up on Sunday morning, off to work on a normal routine to one of his research areas, and while being lost in thought and just doing what he usually does, writing things down and just making observations, he began to experience a very sensation like he was being watched. Now, folks, I'm sure you all know where this is going. And you'd be correct. Again, Gareth was a man of science and reasoning and logic, and most importantly,
howdy, how's it going? Oh yeah, working on those beads. Lots of fun. Ignore the sheep. I was making sure that we have some more sandpaper.
About 40 paces away, there saw was a hominid being covered in red hair, staring right at him. He was immediately shocked, as anybody would be, but he just kept pretending that he had never seen it, just continued carrying on, but just kept watching from his eye. Interestingly, this is an actual sketch of Gareth, what he saw. Now, fast forward years later to 2005, he had another encounter with like the first time, he was out working in his own business when he began hearing this large crashing sound coming from the underbrush. To respond to the noise, this 5.5-year-old humanoid covered in dark brownish black hair emerged. And it wasn't until later, though, that Gareth put two and two together and realized that this creature had actually waited until the last minute possible to leap out of hiding. Yes, it was intelligent enough to deliberately attempt to scare him. Though obviously, Gareth, truth became stranger than fiction. Man, can you imagine the cognitive dissonance that Gareth had to experience from all of this? To be in such denial about the unexpected for so long, and then to come face to face with it? Poor guy. So, now, Gareth not only believes there are wild beasts in Africa, but has also collected evidence and reports proving that the elephants of the Neisner forest are all not but extinct, but are still around and are hiding much like Oteng. Now, as far as the official declaration that the Oteng is a very real, living, breathing being residing in Africa, well, you know how that works, folks. That's completely false. Unfortunately, there does appear to be an active campaign to deny the outright existence of these things. Why? Well, we'll never know. Now, before we end the episode, I just want to make a note to everybody that the 3 stories I shared with you today are actually from a larger script that's all based on strangeness and cryptids found in Africa. And I'm going to have to continue to a part 2. And so if you guys enjoyed this episode, you'll have to look out for that later. And because you guys Shabbat Fofi, so that way I know maybe and if you guys like this sort of cinematic and extreme storytelling, then go ahead and slap that like and subscribe button. And you know what?
Please hit the thumbs up. It really helps me out.
Love you all. Remember to keep it up mind, and I'll see you crazy guys
From hidden nighttime hunters to odd wonders of the darkness, prepare for a journey into the unknown as we show these spine-chilling and breathtaking moments of the wild. Someone is exploring a deserted building, minding their own business, when they stumble upon something super eerie. All darkness is, and as the light sneaks in, there's this strange figure. It looks like a person sitting on the floor, covered head to toe with a black veil, like a sweet lady straight out of a ghost story. Now, this figure isn't moving at all. First, the camera zooms in, and as the face comes into view, it's not what you'd expect. The face is all creepy and not human-like at all. It's got the weird gray color like a monster from a scary movie. But here's the real shocker. When the camera gets closer, the covered figure suddenly opens its mouth and boom, pointing teeth, like something out of a nightmare show up. Here's the real screaming part. Nobody has explained what this creature is. It's just one of those super exciting that gives you chills. Imagine finding something like that while exploring. Yikes. The confines of a room, a video recording captured in positioned in the corner, this enigmatic creature bore a blackened visage and eyes that gleamed with an unsettling brilliance. The camera, functioning as a passive observer, documented the creature's sudden transformation from a static presence to a swift and menacing charge with the person behind the lens. As the creature closed the distance, it unleashed horrifying sounds, plunging the room into an atmosphere of palpable dread. The recording, draped in a documentary tone, presented this inexplicable phenomenon with an air of detached observation. The black-faced entity, once a stationary figure, became a harrowing force in motion, leaving viewers with chilling testaments to the unexplained, and eerie mysteries that may lurk within the seemingly ordinary corners of their surroundings. The old ghostly place. The video makes you wonder about the paranormal, the mysterious boundary between our world and the unknown. Watching this video gives you chills. A brave person. The video captures a door creaking open, leading to a strange room on the rooftop. Suddenly, a piece of cloth on the bottom starts moving on its own, twisting and turning like it's possessed. It quickly turns into creepy smoke that hangs in the air. Things get scarier as the door slams shut violently, as if moved by ghostly control. The tension grows, leaving the person recording scared and confused. Weird things keep passing in the room. Another piece of cloth catches fire, even though there's no apparent source of flames. Fear sets in, and they rush downstairs. Shaking, the person points the flashlight at the rooftop door again, only to see it forcibly closing on its own, apparently pushed by supernatural forces. Or the scary creature. In a spooky video, a brave guy goes into a dark forest at night with his flashlight, making things creepy enough. He's careful as he walks through tall trees, and you can feel something deeper in the air.
What's the matter, Andy? Why are you so sad all the time?
I got a job. Taking a client to this job. You know what that is?
Nothing.
The only light is from his flashlight, showing twisted branches and involved plants that make strange shadows. All of a sudden, things get really scary. The guy feels like something is hiding behind the trees. His flashlight shows a spooky creature with glowing eyes in the dark. His heart beats fast as he tries to understand what he's seeing. The creature stays hidden, showing up for just a little bit, making things even scarier. The guy, now both curious and scared, keeps going deeper into the forest. The weird feeling and the spooky creature make it a super scary experience, keeping people at the edge of their seats. The video really feels like a spooky adventure, showing things in the dark forest that we cannot explain. Creepy creature encounter. Hey, you will not believe what we saw in this crazy video. It's like something out of a movie. So there's this weird, nearly human-looking thing, right? It's on CCTV, and jumping over this rope barrier. Seriously, it's like Spider-Man or something. People are losing their minds over it because this creature is doing these superhuman moves that do not make any sense. Now, in this new video that just came out, you can see him leaping from one side of the rope to the other. It's like, is this real? Everyone around is scratching their heads, wondering what this thing is. People are even coming up with wild stories about its past, like it's some superhero in disguise. It's so crazy that the locals and folks on the internet are all buzzing about it. And get this, they're actually trying to figure out what this creature is. There is this investigation going on because everyone wants to know the truth. Experts are looking at the videos. This critter can do these mind-blowing moves. It's like a real-life mystery movie. Creepy things. Imagine this eerie scene. A girl cautiously opens a manhole, and through the darkness, a person's forehead is chillingly revealed on camera. It's the stuff of nightmares, right? The spine-tingling moment captured is undeniably creepy, sending shivers down your spine. The dimly lit surroundings add an extra layer of mystery, heightening the scare factor. As the girl slowly unveils the hidden world beneath, the unexpected appearance of someone's forehead intensifies the fear. It's the kind of unsettling sight that makes you question what might be lurking in the shadows. The simplicity of the scene amplifies its horror, a simple action turning into a heart-pounding experience. Whether it's a prank, paranormal encounter, or something else entirely, the video leaves an indelible mark on your imagination. It's a reminder that sometimes the ordinary can transform into the extraordinarily frightening, not on camera for all to witness. Brace yourself for the unexpected, as reality takes a chilling detour into the realm of the unknown. The ghost asking for help. In the dark of the night, a creepy video starts with a guy alone in his car, recording something super weird that just does not make sense. The inside of the car is kind of dim, making everything feel really spooky and mysterious. Out of nowhere, this ghostly figure shows up next to him, making him super spooked. The ghost, all shadowy and mysterious, starts begging, like, please help me in. The guy is completely freaked out and trying to figure out what is going on. The ghost starts telling this crazy story about how something messed up happened to it, asking for help, like, it did this to me, please help me in. What's wrong with you? Meaning in the ghost's words is just out of this world. Things get even scarier when the ghost floats by the car window, its face looking all twisted in pain. It whispers to the guy asking for his help. The stress in the air is insane as the guy tries to understand. How is a ghost talking to him? The whole thing leaves you wondering about the mysterious stuff going on. Strange cryptic creature. In this spooky video from a retired camera in the woods, something seriously creepy is going on. Imagine this. A weird creature, kind of like a person, but not quite right, is moving around on all fours. It's not your regular walk in the park. This thing is lurking and prowling in the shadows of the forest, giving everyone who sees it the heebie-jeebies. The creature in the footage is so strange that we're saying it's like Gollum from Lord of the Rings. You know, that creepy, sneaky character who is over to no good. Well, this real-life critter seems to be doing something similar. It's like a scene out of a mystery movie. Watching the video, you cannot help but feel a shiver down your spine. It's like a spooky tale coming to life right there in the woods. What else might be lurking in the shadows of the great outdoors? Demonic wall. In the eerie recording, the unsettling scene unfolded, capturing a hair-raising spectacle. Draped in a white dress and possessive of otherworldly aura, assumed a demonic semblance as she clutched another girl by her long hair. The atmosphere became charged with an unspoken terror as the spectral entity defied gravity, climbed the wall with an unnatural ease. The girl suspended in mid-air by the string of her own hair. The haunting image of the demon-like figure scaling the wall left viewers in a state of disbelief. The camera tracked the unnerving journey along the corridor of the wall, the girl in the creature's grasp seemingly at its mercy. Abruptly, with a malevolent gesture, the demonic entity released its ethereal grip on the captive's hair, sending her plummeting to the ground below. The chilling recording documented a nightmarish encounter, blurring the boundaries between reality and the supernatural. The enigmatic entity, with its spectral features, left an indelible mark on the viewers, leaving them to grapple with the eerie mysteries that linger in the shadows of the unexplained. Creepy figure on the road. In this video, the lonely road turns into a scary scene for the unknown, and it's difficult to think what is real and what is not. In this quiet of the night, a man tightly holds his camera, the only light in the dark around his car. The dim light from the dashboard makes his face look ghostly as he talks into a slight whisper. His car sits alone on the lonely road, surrounded by spooky trees that feel like telling creepy secrets. The camera points to the pitch black outside, and suddenly, a creepy figure shows up, coming out of the darkness. As you guys can see this figure moving oddly, it looks like a ghost wandering the empty road. The creepy sound of dirt under the figure's feet echoes through the speaker, creating a creepy beat. The man's breath catches just like the audience as the camera zooms in on the spooky shape. Massive creature in dark. In a dark, spooky forest, a hiker set up something really scary. He only had a camera, and he used it to record a huge creature walking through the trees at night. This creature was so big and it moved in a creepy way, making the hiker feel really spooked. The hiker hid behind the trees and kept recording. The creature had glowing eyes, and it moved like it had a lot of power. The hiker was a mix of curious and terrified. He held his breath, and his camera shook a lot. The forest was full of secrets, and nothing knew what this giant thing was. The hiker kept filming from his hiding spot, and the night seemed to have a lot of mystifications. People who watched the videotape were left wondering about this mysterious critter in the murk. The videotape showed that there are strange effects in the unexplored timber. Unknown creature. Picture this, an investigator doing his thing, recording a video like it's just another day. But out of the blue, bam, a seeming ghostly creature pops up right behind him. The investigator, totally clueless, just carries on, oblivious to the spooky presence lurking behind. The translucent entity, all white and eerie, adds a whole new layer of creepiness to the scene. It's like a ghost photobombing a casual video shoot. You can almost feel the suspense building up as viewers watch, wondering what the investigator will notice the unexpected guest. The video spreads like wildfire as people gasp at the unexpected twist. Did you see that ghostly thing? Becomes the talk of the town, literally and figuratively, about the spine-chilling company he had during his recording. It's a real-life ghost story caught on tape, and the unsuspecting investigator becomes the star of his very own paranormal show, all while being blissfully unaware of the ghostly sidekick stealing the spotlight. The ghost attack on man. In this creepy video, a man casually strolling down a dimly lit corridor, thinking everything is
Thank you,
fine.
Sal, for taking me out.
A dark.
Is it a scam?
No.
Did I win a lot?
Yeah.
Do I need to purchase?
No.
Get jackpots within 10 spins?
Yeah.
Do I need to watch ads?
No.
Did I win at home?
Yeah.
Will I lose 9 out of 10?
No. Yeah.
A lot of people keep asking me, how come you always hit a jackpot in your slots? As an experienced slot player, I recommend that you check out Jackpot World. You don't have to go out to enjoy all kinds of big spots at the palm of your hands. And you get coins for free without spending a single penny. You won't have to worry about not being able to hit the jackpot because you'll hit one with an average of 5 minutes. If you're on a roll, you can hit the jackpot of up to 100 billion with just 10 spins. Another important thing I gotta mention is that it has to be high payout. So don't ever worry about running out of these coins. Just click on the link below, download it now, come and get the jackpot with me.
Claim 12 million.
But suddenly, a dark, mysterious, spooky figure appears out of nowhere, smashing the man against the cold wall. The atmosphere gets even scarier as the ghostly figure tightens its grip on the man. A spooky struggle unfolds, the man desperately fighting for his life, fear in his wide eyes. The ghost, wrapped in mystery, does not let up. The corridor turns into a haunted area. In this CCTV footage, attempt to escape the unknown. The man runs back. Your fear is seen each over in his face. The ghost, with indefinite intentions, keeps chasing, its ghostly fingers reaching out. The question is, what does this ghost want? The answer remains a mystery. In this haunted building, unfolding a scary scene. The peaceful corridor turns into a scary place. Once upon a time, some Turkish YouTubers went on an adventure to a place they did not know. They were just hanging out, minding their own business, when suddenly, bam, they spotted something super strange. Imagine this, a giant ghost person thingy gaping at them from the top of a little mountain.
Oh, good.
Its features were kind of vague, but it had long, twisty horns and eyes that sparkled in the dark. These YouTuber guys were brave, though. They filmed this creepy creature for a bit, but guess what? It got too spooky for them. They bolted to the other side, scared out of their heads. After catching their breath, they thought, let's check it out again. So they went back to see the weird ghost person, but guess what? Poof, it was gone, faded into thin air. Now, everyone's left scratching their heads, wondering what in the world they stumbled upon in that mysterious place. And so, the tale of the giant glowing-eyed goat on the mountain became a legend among those YouTubers, a story to tell around the campfire.
Oh, good.
Ghostly forest creature. Deep within the dark woods, beneath the eerie moonlight, a scary scene unfolded. Two men visiting the forest found themselves in a strange and unsettling situation. It all began innocently enough, but a sudden feeling of dread gripped their hearts, making every step feel heavy with fear. As they ventured in deeper into the woods, their flashlights cut through the thick darkness, revealing only more mystery. Once confident, now quivered with anxiety. And then, out of nowhere, it appeared. A horrifying creature, something not of this world. Fear surged through them as the creature emitted terrifying screams.
Run!
Panic took hold, and they fled for their lives, leaving behind a world that had turned into a nightmare. The pursuit of the grotesque creature continued, a relentless terror that refused to let them go. This was a nightmarish encounter, leaving all who witnessed it in a state of profound fear. No one could explain what that creature was or why it lurked in the woods. It was a chilling mystery that would haunt their memories, forever etched in the darkest corners of their minds. The real ghost on the road. This video shows the mysterious road kept its secrets, leaving the traveler ever visited by the scary event of the supernatural. The car's tires break the creepy silence of the dark night. The headlights cut through the darkness, making its atmosphere full of...
Come in.
I have your condom delivery.
Kathy? What are you doing here?
Alex was stunned into silence. The woman in front of him was none other than his girlfriend, Kat. Alex couldn't suppress the anger welling up inside him, and he started moving towards Billy.
Hey! How dare you touch my girl?
Alex, don't you dare talk to Billy like that. He's way above your league.
Alex, we need to break up.
Alex was a poor delivery boy. He had got a scholarship for the most elite college of the city. Kathy got into a relationship with Alex because most girls used to crush over his looks and intelligence. But soon, Kathy realized that Alex hardly had enough money to even make ends meet. This betrayal was heartbreaking to a simple guy like Alex, but he remained silent just because of one secret.
Look at you, and the way you're living. Every time we go out, you take me to that cheap Chinese restaurant. You have no money, no family. My friends secretly laugh at me every time they see me with you. It's not the life I want. Billy, he's rich. He has a future. You can't even work as a janitor at his mansion. I can't be with a loser like you. Billy is my boyfriend. Thanks, Gabe. Leave us alone now and get the hell out of here. Unless you want to stay here and watch us make love.
Well, it looks like you're good for nothing X now. My girl's ex brings me condoms. Classic.
Why are you still here?
Alex felt utterly defeated. He slowly turned around and walked out of the room. Alex felt like Kathy was right. Kathy had discarded him because she believed he had no money. Losing such a materialistic woman should be something to rejoice over. So why should he be sad? Alex cursed his fate that if it was not about that secret, he would have taught Kathy a lesson.
After a review, the Ambrose family has decided that their son, Alexander, has met the conditions required for entitlement to his inheritance. From today onwards, control of his property will be returned to him.
Alex's mind began to spin. Over the last 7 years, his family had been assessing him, withholding his fortune until they were satisfied he met their draconian conditions. And now, finally, it was over. Everything that rightfully belonged to him was finally his to claim. Alex woke up early the next morning and went straight to Metro Skybank.
Ah! Watch where you're going, you moron!
I'm so sorry. I didn't see you.
What do you mean you didn't see me? Are you blind? Now? Okay? Yes, yeah, I'm fine.
Assistant manager Karen Young judged Alex from his appearance and age. He wasn't their usual type of customer.
Sir, can I help you with anything?
Yeah, I to withdraw my money.
Withdraw money. Do you have a card?
No, I don't.
Well,
Coming down.
fine, sir.
Karen,
Rose was completely disgusted with Alex. Rose warned the assistant manager Karen that if the bank has started accepting such poor customers, then she'll get her account closed from there. She can't stand people like Alex at any cost. Karen suddenly caught a glimpse of Alex approaching the VIP section.
Hey, excuse me! Yeah! Stop there!
Hello. Sorry, I wasn't expecting you. How can I help you?
Hey, I'm here to withdraw my money.
Do you have one of our cards?
No, I don't.
I'm sorry, sir. I manage 31 VIP accounts here at this branch, and I'm afraid I've never seen you before.
Do you have a fingerprint scanner that I can use to access my account?
We do. But those are for our high net worth clients who've entered their fingerprints into the system. No one's ever asked for that before. Do you want to use it?
I certainly do.
Very well. Please come this way.
Bank manager Robert Miller was certain that Alex was not one of his VIPs, nor was he a relative of one. To be honest, even though he was curious, Robert felt that it was barely worth humoring the request.
Place your thumb on the scanner. That's it, champ. Game's up. I'm calling police.
Wait. Must be the wrong friend. Let me use the index finger.
Look, what's your game here? Your thumb didn't work, now you want to try your index finger? After that, what, your middle finger? And then what, your toes? I'm calling them. Oh, I'm so sorry. Mr. Ambrose, I didn't realize.
It's fine.
I'm the branch manager of the New York branch. Please, how may I assist you today?
Can I see how much money I have in my account?
Yes, of course. Please, won't you take a seat?
Robert couldn't help but suck in a breath of cold air. This young man had an enormous fortune. It placed him in the top flight of the 1%. Most people would never be able to even dream of that much money.
As of right now, the balance in that account is $86 million. Wait, I'm also seeing some other assets associated with this account. You've got 2 sports cars, a Ferrari and a Pagani at our branch in The Hague, a Dominica blue pearl bracelet, and 4 stacks of gold bars at our Hawaii branch, 3 original Picasso paintings, and 2 Rodin statues in our French branch in Nice, 15 10-carat diamonds, 10 pieces of ivory, and 2 more stacks of gold bars at our branch in Cape Town. Sir.
All right, I would like a card.
Yes, of course. I'll see to it right away, sir.
Robert looked at the supreme card and thought about Alex's assets. This card wasn't good enough for Alex's status, but it was the highest grade of card they were authorized to issue at the New York branch.
Sir, if I may, in my 20 years of working at this bank, I've never met a client as wealthy as you. It's been an absolute pleasure, sir.
Thank you. You're very kind.
Hey, you! Stop right there! You broke into the VIP room. I'm not letting you go anywhere until I've checked nothing is missing.
What are you talking about? I have an account. Ma'am, please stop.
What's this?
That's a supreme card.
You're guilty for being a thief.
I told you.
That's it. I'm calling.
Karen! What is going on here?
Mr. Miller, this imposter stole a card from the VIP room.
This is Mr. Ambrose. He is one of our most important clients. Give me that card. Mr. Ambrose, here's your card. I apologize for the behavior of my colleague. I should have escorted you out personally.
It's not your fault, Robert. It's fine.
Karen, don't just stand there. Apologize to him right now.
Mr. Ambrose, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I thought that...
Sir, listen, if there's anything you ever need, please feel free to call on me. I'll help you in any way I can.
Taxi? Alex rushed toward the college. He had to attend Mr. Morgan's lecture. Of all his teachers, Mr. Morgan was his favorite. The other teachers tended to ignore Alex because he had no money, and some even openly mocked him. Only Mr. Morgan treated him like any other student. Alex slipped quietly into the classroom, aware that all the students were staring at him. And he could hear them whisper.
Look at his pants. They're filthy. Doesn't he have any clean clothes?
Are you joking? It's not like he'd have the money for new ones. It looks like he's just thrown on whatever he could find. He isn't usually late. Well, Mr. Frozen, he's an idiot.
Doctors! That's all for today. Class dismissed.
Alex watched Kathy and Billy in disgust. His heart clenched when Alex had no intention of fighting for her.
This is disgusting. Isn't Kathy Alex's girlfriend? Didn't you know? She broke up with that loser. Alex! This brat is stealing a girl right under your nose. I've heard he took 5 other girls to the same hotel before Kathy. Aren't you gonna take him down?
Tell them to go to hell. I don't care about this bullshit.
Alex, Billy darling, wait a minute. Since we've broken up, I don't want to owe you anything. Here's the phone you got me. You can have it back. This is the latest iPhone. It's much better than your phone. You would have to work part-time for 6 months to be able to afford one of these.
Of course. This is too far expensive for a loser like him. You think you can pick up a girl so far out of your league? Kathy had to keep asking for a phone for 6 months before you finally bought it for her. Just embarrassing. Don't even think about her. If I find out you have gone anywhere near her, you will regret it.
Babe, forget this loser. Can we go to DeLuca's for lunch?
Of course, baby.
You've taken it too far, Kathy. I never thought you'd break up with Alex. I'm ashamed of you.
Emma, why do you care?
How can you treat Alex like this? When you were sick and you couldn't get out of bed, he brought you lunch and dinner every day. When you were walking on the mountains and you sprained your ankle, he carried you on his back. Don't you remember? You know he doesn't make much money from his part-time jobs, but he worked hard for months to buy you that phone. And this is how you repay him, by breaking up with him, ridiculing him.
I never forced him to do anything. If he was stupid enough to go along with it, that's his problem. And so what if he got me a cell phone? It was just a Samsung. And why would I want a Samsung when I can have an iPhone?
Kathy, do you only care about the money? Will money get you everything you want?
Yes, I admit, I like money. Is that so wrong? Come on, babe, let's go. These two poor people disgust me.
Alex, listen! Listen. I hope you're alright. You're much better off without her. She's shown her true nature. She is not worth being sad over.
Don't worry.
Good. Let's celebrate getting away from that bitch. I'll treat you to a nice meal.
Back.
Don't argue. I'm thinking something somewhere off campus. DeLucas?
No, thanks, Emma. Not this time. I don't want to bump Billy and Kathy again. Besides, one day I will treat you as Chez Laurent.
Chez Laurent? Whoa, slow down, Romeo. That's one of the most expensive restaurants in town. I'll pray though with all my heart that you can treat me that one day.
You bet I will.
Come in, come in.
Guys, Joe's making a photo himself online. Go check out the dorm room chats.
What? Our sports jocks has found a girlfriend? How? Must have been tired of being single there.
Let's go back to the dorm and give him hell about it. Come on. Come on, man.
You're looking very nice.
Hey, what's going on, you two?
Hey guys, this is my girlfriend Susan. She studies music.
Man, she's perfect.
I know. Let's all eat at La Belle Vie. Susan's friends are going to be joining us. Alex, why don't you invite Kathy?
So, we broke up.
Broke up? Really? So it's finally happened, huh?
Okay, hurry up, guys. My friends have already left for the restaurant, and you don't want to keep a bunch of beautiful girls waiting, right? Joe.
Yeah.
All right, talk to you for a second.
Sure. Get ready, guys.
Come on. Nothing new and abroad.
Aren't your roommates a little too ordinary? I mean, man is not very handsome, and Carl is somewhat average too. Alex is not bad, but judging from his looks, he doesn't have much money. How can I introduce them to my friends?
It's just a dinner. It's not like it's a blind date or anything. So why do you care so much about looks?
Do you think my friends are just coming for the food? I know them. Although they didn't come right out and say it, but they are hoping that you're Mates are good boyfriend material. I showed them your pictures, and they must think that your friends are like you.
Then blame me. Because I didn't tell you they're biology students and not athletes like me.
Should we just cancel the whole thing? I mean, I don't want your friends to be embarrassed.
Cancel? Now? I've already invited them.
Okay, fine, but whatever happened is on you.
Fine.
Hey, Rose. Did you guys reach? Yeah, they are coming. You will see for yourself. Okay, see you soon, babes.
Guys, ready? Hurry up.
How am I looking?
Awesome.
Hey, Alex. Why haven't you changed? Don't you want to dress up?
Because Alex is not Carl. He is just Alex.
Just let's get out of here, guys.
While they were going out, Alex had no idea that the day was not yet over for them. There was a lot more to happen for the day.
Hey, girls.
Hi, Bea. How are you?
I'm good. Wow, this place is so beautiful.
I know, I can't believe we've never been here before.
I know, right?
Rose, there's a lump on your forehead. What happened?
Don't remind me. Remember I told you I went to the Metro Skybank with my father? Well, I met the clumsiest guy there. This guy slammed the door right into my head. Is it really bad?
Did he at least apologize?
Yes, he did, but still, I was a bit stunned to see him there. You guys know, right? What type of people Metro Skybank cater to?
Just the elite, the creme de la creme of society.
Exactly. The fool must not have known you need at least $1 billion to even open an account there.
But Rose, some people think that the poorer a person looks, the richer they are. Which means he might be a rich person keeping a low profile.
No, he definitely wasn't. The bank staff found out he doesn't even own a card there. That fool must have just stumbled inside. Maybe he thought he could use his other bank cards there.
I would have died of embarrassment if I did that.
Well, let's see if he dares to show his face anywhere. Anyway, guys, let's just leave it, yeah? Wait, where in the world is Susan? She should have been here by now. Check this.
Hey, let me see that. Oh my God. Look at him. He's gorgeous. Wow, so handsome.
I know, right? Susan told me her boyfriend's a sports major. And if any of his friends look like this, I get first in. He's mine. Got it?
Okay, bitch. Hey, bitches. What's so funny? Sister.
Hi, guys.
Please sit down.
Hi, I'm Carl. And I'm Benny.
Carl, why don't you sit next to Stacy? And Ben, sit next to Betty. Stacy got up and moved to sit beside Betty, making it clear she didn't want to sit with Carl or Ben. Joe felt bad for his friends. Stacy and Betty chatted on their cell phones, ignoring them, and that just wasn't right. It was downright rude.
So, why are there only 2 of your friends here? Are there only 3 of you in the dorm?
One guy's gone to the bathroom. He'll be back soon. Alex, come join us. Rose had no idea that she had to share a dinner with the guy she disgusted the most. But this time, Alex was not just a poor delivery boy she met before. He's now the richest man in the city. What's going to happen in this face-off? Will Rose regret her actions, or Alex has some other plans? Listen to this exciting audio series, Insta-Millionaire, only on Pocket FM. Download the app now.
Supercharge
supercharge your business with the all-new Shopify Point of Sale, the all-in-one POS solution built on the world's most powerful commerce platform. Whether you have one location or 1,000, Shopify Point of Sale can help you elevate your e-commerce strategy, streamline operations, and increase sales. So get your business ready for the future of retail today and switch to Shopify Point of Sale. Sign up for a free trial today.
Fear. Suspense hung in the air as soiled grains appeared in the dim light. He's the only one on this mysterious road. Out of nowhere, a ghostly figure appeared in the car's light. Long, tangled hair covered a face that seemed very scary. The ghost stood like a dark shadow in the road, creating the spooky scene. As the car got closer, the ghost's terrifying features came clear. Every scary detail of the ghost's face gives goosebumps. The ghost moved eerily toward the car, revealing a scary and mysterious appearance. Fear took over as the driver, panicking, quickly moved the car in reverse, as the vehicle hurriedly retreated from the ghostly encounter. Mischievous Manigishi. Guess what? There's this tiny troublemaker called the Manigishi, and someone actually caught it on camera. This is the little creature that is super sneaky and loves playing tricks on people. It's like a pro at surprising everyone with its crafty eyes and a grin that screams, "I'm over to something." You can totally tell it's each about causing mischief. Now is the exciting part. There's a video of them doing their thing, and people are buzzing about it.
Looks like something bipedal that walks on its back legs.
Everyone's curious and wants to know more about this sly creature.
From what I can see, I think that this is a humanoid creature.
People are indeed getting experts involved. These smart folks are studying the videotape, trying to figure out Manigishi's tricks and understand why it loves being mischievous so much. It's like a riddle that everyone's trying to break, and it's making them a bit of a star. Who knew a tiny troublemaker could create such a stir? Ethereal Forest Enigma. Deep within the obscurity of a forest, a camera shrouded in the cloak of night vision captured an unsettling town, unfurling a mystery that defied comprehension. In the dim glow, a mysterious figure materialized, draped in a white dress akin to a spectral shroud, with long black tendrils of hair cascading like an ominous curtain, concealing the face. The eyes were profound darkness, fixated downward on the ground, presenting an image that evoked the stillness of the forest. The enigma of this spectral entity was casting a haunting veil over the expanse.
Yes, it's me.
The pale figure. In this video, it's difficult to think what is seen as unseen blurs, leaving a lasting sense of horror in a spooky town. A fearless person sets out to disclose the secrets hidden in the crumbling walls of an old empty house. Armed only with a camera, our brave man starts recording the decay and emptiness that surrounds them. As the camera rolls, an unexpected sense of fear fills the air. In the bright of daylight, the ghost hides, something unexpected happens. A ghostly figure appears in the window. Its creepy presence makes a sense of fear in our minds. The old house, full of life, now holds a dark secret that will not stay hidden. The camera captures the pale figure, a mysterious ghost looking through the window. In the dim daylight, the haunted house exposes a creepy side that goes beyond imagination, making viewers question reality itself. Humanoid disappears. Get ready for a spine-tingling tale from the internet. There's this super eerie video making making the rounds, and it's got everyone scratching their heads. Imagine this weird creature that is like a shadowy person with spooky wide eyes. It's a real head scratcher, trust me. This creepy thing has long limbs and a super skinny body, just lurking in the distance. But here's the crazy part. It vanishes into thin air like poof. Did it go? Or maybe just some tricky light playing tricks on us? Nobody's got a clue. This mysterious figure gives you the heebie-jeebies. It's almost like it's not even real, just some strange shadow person playing peekaboo. The video leaves you wondering. Was it a ghost popping in for a visit, or was it just a light moving around? It's a real internet mystery, folks, so buckle up for the chills and thrills as the strange tale of the dissipating shadowy figure keeps you guessing. Fly onto your hats, because this is wild. So, imagine this person records the scariest video ever. It's dark, right? There's this dude who seems all human-like, chilling by the streetlight in the garden. But, plot twist, out of nowhere, a Bigfoot shows up. Yeah, Bigfoot. Like the hairy, gigantic mystery creature. Now, this Bigfoot character isn't there for garden or anything. It's just standing, staring at the light. And let me tell you, it's not your average friendly neighbor vibe. It's scary, tall, and the whole look is straight out of a horror movie. Our video hero? Well, there are no superheroes. The scary combo of the human-looking guy and Bigfoot staring down the streetlight? Too much. They both. And who can blame them? I mean, that's not the kind of late night encounter you want. A weird dude, a Bigfoot, and a runner. Just another day in the wild world of mysterious videos. The creepy alien. The more you get into this video, the more you feel a sense of dread. In this spooky video from the dark of night, get ready for a scary video of the mysterious and unknown. The video starts with the creepy glow of a trail cam cutting through the darkness, capturing something downright weird. On the screen, a strange figure appears, hiding its face with long, bony fingers, giving you a serious sense of fear. The paranormal stuff is super close, and you can see the creature's points clearly. Its eyes shine in a creepy way, creating a strange vibe. The air is tense. As the video goes on, you'll feel a growing sense of dread, pulling you into the mystery. The video gets scarier as you watch. The whole atmosphere is full of fear, making you wonder where this strange creature comes from. Roadside hauntings. The video discusses a mysterious figure captured in the middle of the road at night. It is so strange to look at it that it will chill you to the bone. The car in front of the person filming had to swerve to avoid the figure. But what supposedly was this creature? Some people think it looks like a ghost, while others wonder if it could be an alien. The location is unknown. The video highlights some well-known routes where reports of ghost sightings in the middle of the road have been made. A similar example might be the Clinton Road in New Jersey, known for its history of paranormal activity in the presence of a creepy ghost woman in white. Another eerie road mentioned is the Shades of Death Road in Warren County, New Jersey. Also in Texas, there's the Devil's Backbone, a scenic highway with legends of Spanish conquistadors and Native American warrior ghosts. The Bluebell Hill ghost has been reported to have been seen frequently on Kent's A229 road in England. The video emphasizes how these unexplained encounters and reports of strange figures seen on roads have sparked various theories and tales that have added to the mystery. Horrifying encounter. Late at night, workers were driving a big truck down a dark road. The truck's engine was the only sound in the quiet night. The road looked old and tired, just like the workers. Suddenly, a strange thing happened. A ghost lady appeared in front of the truck from the darkness. She looked like a spirit glowing in the air. The workers were really surprised. They looked at each other with big, surprised eyes, not sure what to do. The truck went slower, stopping. Its bright lights showed this way as they could hear. She did not look up at the mysterious voices. Its curiosity and fear looked to the front of the town, trying to understand what was happening in the dark night. It was like a mysterious was a meeting between normal and really strange things on that quiet night journey. Most disturbing footage. In this eerie footage of a world that will haunt your thoughts long after the video ends, dare to watch, but beware, the unknown.
Extra.
signs of surrendered school. As the camera captures the silence of the night, the calm atmosphere takes a ghostly turn. Watch nearly as the door to a mysterious area slams shut with a supernatural force. Hold your breath as one of the cupboards seemingly held by an unseen force begins to creep across the floor. The terror does not stop there. Hold yourself as another cupboard's door swings open on its own.
Is it a scam?
No.
Can I win a lot?
Yeah.
Do I need to purchase?
No.
Hit jackpots within 10 spins?
Yeah.
Do I need to watch ads?
No.
Can I win at home?
Yeah.
Will I lose 9 out of 10?
No. Yeah.
That was quick.
What's good?
Yo, I literally just typed his name. You appeared.
Oh yeah, I was just messaging Jen. I'm just over on streaming on YouTube.
I typed your name in the family call.
I know, I seen that. And I was literally like, oh, I guess he needs me. So before I jump back over, I might as well poke my head in, drop a big loud fart, and run away.
A half hour or so. Like bullshit, you know?
Oh yeah.
You know, my dude.
Not much. Oh, I had to get sandpaper. Sheesh. Oh damn, almost lost my feed.
Well, where were you? What were you doing?
Oh, I'm over on YouTube. I'm streaming on YouTube. I was just outside having a smoke. But before I get too much more comfortable, I gotta go grab some sandpaper. Smoking a cigarette. Creeping a cigar. Stogie and a flapjack. You hear that before? It's from James Bond. That's pretty good. No, don't throw nothing at this one. I don't have anything on that account. Here, I'll pull out. Okay, I'll be back on 7:30 tomorrow. And that's March 30th, 7:30 PST. Make sure you check out the link in the bio. Come hit me up on Bigo. My Bigo ID is HaidabeaderLuv. You can find me there under FDR KINGBEST. I look forward to seeing you guys there. Have a good one. Peace.